is always.
Okay, good, and welcome to AI, the cool stuff. And today we're going to be doing our our or my top 10, I guess, of ones, or I think it's the ones that got the best reaction as well. So I'm going to do the 10, my favorite 10 of the year, although my favorite 10 of the year was up to 27 last night. I had to I had
Ah,
to delete some stuff. I got rid of stuff that either cost too much money or was really weedy with the free stuff, you know. So I sort of used that as a um as a bit of a judgment, and then I tried to spread it around different. You know, it's no good having like 10 image generators as your top 10 because it would be that would be rubbish. So we've gone for that. So um good. So we'll quickly go around the room and introduce ourselves. So, Jane, you were here first. So tell us about you and what you do.
hello, I'm Jane Chakraborty. My company is Invicta Linux. I'm a director here, and the other director is my son, and we do IT systems for small and medium-sized business, focusing mainly on Linux and open source and security.
Brilliant.
That's it.
Good. Steffi.
I'm Steffi Lewis, 31, soon to be 32-year veteran web developer, founder and creator of YourPCM, which is all about easy contact management of small business owners, and it's got AI all over the place, which is fun.
Okay.
I love it.
Perfect. Yeah, I got my first IT job actually. It was the first day back after Christmas or nationwide in 1980. So I don't know how many years that is
Oh.
in computers.
Wow.
Andy.
Yeah. Andy Harris, Web Success Insights. I help companies get more from their websites and marketing.
Okay, perfect. And I'm David Harris. I run the Peppercorn networking meetings, and I'm a WordPress guy, a WordPress web designer, and I do sort of website hosting and things like that. So yeah, so we'll get cracking then. So please feel to chip in and argue with me because I've just done 10 things that I thought were pretty cool. And I'm gonna share my screen. I remember how to do it. Okay, the first one is one that isn't free, but I use it all the time, so that's why I'm putting it in there. And that's Canva. Um, I
I
use
love
it.
Canva.
I use it so much. I use it all the time, and it's got lots of great tools in there. You can make a video on it and add create scenes and add a track to each scene, or multiple tracks. You can change any wording in images and things. This is one I changed earlier because you can just grab the text on an existing picture. They've got loads of apps. You can put in voiceovers, AI voiceovers. You can create an image. It's not great with words. It's a bit like DALL-E, it's a bit hit and miss with the words, but I'm sure it'll get better. And you can it's got it's got loads of AI powered apps anyway. I'm waiting for it to launch. You can as you can see here, it's got presenters, music, logo makers, image up. The things I use the most are the image upscaler, because um, if you're into web design, I'm sure Steffi knows this. Clients send you crap photos, little tiny thumbnails,
Yeah.
and they've said, "Yeah, I want that as an A4." It might not be possible to do quite like that, but you can upscale it, and the one they use here works pretty well. Obviously, if you're going from a thumbnail to an A4, it's going to smooth out the picture, so you're going to lose a bit of detail. But generally, if you're just doubling the size of your image or something like that, I think that's great. We've got things like Cartoonify. You can Cartoonify your other one, colorize, get old black and white pictures and create them and turn them into color pictures. Again, that works pretty well. But sort of just grabbing um, areas of the picture and changing it for something else, or taking it out of the picture altogether. Like, get rid of that guy with the green hat, you know, and it'll remove him out of the picture. So and it's got lots of plugins. HeyGen is a sort of a well-known avatar generator. You can connect up to your HeyGen account or use a free one. There's just so much stuff. So that's
What do they charge for the paid version, David?
it's £13 a month.
Okay, so it's not extortionate.
No, and you get there's a lot of stuff because I use it. I'm using it all the time. I've always got it loaded, and I'm always using it. So it's, to me, for my work, it's worth it. Plus, you've got access to all of the that there's hundreds of thousands of images you've got access to. They're I can't remember the supplier now, but there's,
Is it Pexels who do the video?
it's not Pexels, it's Getty Images. So sort of Getty Images. If you subscribe to Getty Images, it costs you more than £13 a month, and with Canva, you're getting it included in the price.
I do like Canva. It's definitely worthy of being on the list.
Yeah. So and it's got hundreds of thousands of videos as well, and lots of other things. So yeah. So as a tool for my sort of work, for as a web designer, or even if you're doing, you know, social media and stuff, it's got to be one of the best. It's got to be one of the best tools. And there is a free version you can use. You don't get access to the Getty images, for instance, but you do get access to some images, and you can obviously upload your own images, and you've still got access to a lot of those tools that are included. But yeah, I mean, it's recently gone up from a tenner to 13, but even at 13 quid, it's still good value. So that's
it sounds good. I'm going to have a look at that. So when you create on Canva, does your creation remain on the Canva cloud, or do you just
it stays there forever? You can go back to it a year later and update it, change it, you know, or you know,
duplicate it and then tweak it.
Yeah, you can duplicate it, resize it. It'll do the best job it can of resizing it. So say if you can specify a Facebook post, or you can specify a LinkedIn post, and it will give you the right size for it, or your Facebook header, you know, your Facebook can't remember what to call it now, at the top of your Facebook page. It will create the right size for you, or it's got all the standards, A4 and B5 and all those, obviously, or you can specify your own size in pixels or centimeters. You know, it's pretty good. So yeah, so that's that one. So that was on my list. The next one on my list was sort of stage sharing, was Suno. So this is the music. You can create music on Canva as like a backing track, but you can also create music on Suno and download it and put it onto anything you like. So it's you get a certain amount of credits for free, and you can these are ones. I think these are a couple of steampunk ones that I created. And it writes the words for you as well.
Yeah, we can't hear that because I don't think you're playing through the Zoom.
All right, okay. So you can't hear that.
It's probably a good thing, isn't it?
It probably is. It probably is. Yeah.
You need to put your original audio on.
Yeah.
There's
advanced sharing options. No, it's not there. Is it? Hold on. Let me just see if I can get it.
There is an option to do it for like studio.
Yeah. Advanced computer audio. Share sound. There you go. Did that work?
You know you're not sharing. Oh, there you go.
Okay. See if that works. You hear that?
Yeah.
There's luck. So there's yeah, so you can create almost any genre you like, you know. So there's
So the one you just played was an original composition by David Harris.
it is
Wow.
sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got I think these are another couple that they're just gentle. This is another one I created.
There's a spot down by the river low where the willow trees would always grow. We'd whisper secrets soft and slow in the place where we used to go.
So yeah,
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's quite interesting, and it's quite good to play around with. And they're quite generous with the free credits. If you're a professional musician and you were creating lots of stuff, then special occasions, birthday, or it's my sister's birthday today. Oh, her name's not that. Her name's Elaine. Oh, hang on, I'll get that right in the end.
You know well.
Yeah, that's right. My favourite part about this day is, my favourite genre of music is, oh, what shall we say?
Grunge rock.
Grunge rock.
Trance. Trance.
Yeah.
Trance.
Yeah.
Oh.
My favourite part of the day is at the end of it when I go to bed.
Yeah, about this day is parties.
And you can do this bit on the free level, can you?
Yeah. This is the free, and then you can then put that as the background. Like, say, if you created an image on Canva or anywhere, you can just put this on the background.
Candles flicker, wishes made. Eileen's smile will never fade.
It will when you do.
Cake and laughter fill the air. Party vibes beyond compare.
Does it let you change the text in it?
I imagine it would. Yes, I'm sure it does, because I've done it before. Yeah. There's edit. Yeah. No, she doesn't really end that. Yeah, it does anyway. So I mean, they're there. So anyway, let's crack on. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time.
So just one question, David. Once you've composed your
download it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just do that and
download and then send it to Elaine as a
an audio file. It will send. I think it will send this as a video.
All right.
So I mean, or you can move it to trash. But I quite like that one actually. If you have the paid for version, you can have Suno 4, which is a more advanced version. It's going to take that a while to go through there. So yeah, so I thought Suno was pretty cool. The next one, if you know me, is going to be no surprise at all. And that's
Face swapping.
that one is on the list, but this is the Gamma, which is creating the slides. So so it's just the let's just generate something simple. Somebody give me an idea.
The life and times of earthworms.
Ah!
That'll be an interesting one.
It is.
Great outline.
Sorry, what app are we looking at here? I can't see it because
This is Gamma. Gamma.
Gamma. Okay, yeah, we did a thing on Gamma, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Gamma.app.
And it will actually, you can choose on how much text you've got on there. You can edit it afterwards as well, just the same. And it will just, it's the thing I like about it is that it's so quick, you know, and it's, you can choose your theme. Let's go with that, generate that. And it will just generate it all for us. So,
Oh,
The Incredible Life of Earthworms. And then,
jeez. Wow.
mating. I didn't know earthworms had mating habits.
Mm.
So, my dad used to breed them.
Did he?
Yeah,
What for? Fishing.
For fishing.
Yeah.
And he had these big crates in his shed, and he used to put banana skins in there, things like that. So, and then you can just present it as like you would anything else online. It's good for presentation online. Not sure about a green worm, but I mean, and then it's got the obviously there's no images. You can choose to change it, and obviously we're not going to do that now. We've got like a.
Has it got teeth? Have they got teeth? Who knew?
Seems to
I've been looking at Gamma as well, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to set up a proposal for a prospect client within it, and include a video in it, because apparently you can put those in as well, can't you?
That's right. Yeah, yeah. You can upload, and even the paid for version is it's about £8 a month, I think. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
If you use it a lot, it's again.
Can you point it at a website and say, create me a presentation about that?
Yes, I did that.
I think you can. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. It wasn't brilliant when I did it, but yeah, I pointed at a particular page and asked it to do one on that.
But what we're doing here is we're doing in seconds, and if you spent an hour on a, or 2 hours on a serious presentation, it's probably, if you compare it, what you would do with, if you compared it
PowerPoint.
with PowerPoint, for instance, you spend all day doing a PowerPoint, can't you?
Sorry, Jane, go on.
No, I was just going to ask what AI it used and whether it's prone to hallucinations.
I haven't noticed that. There's create new from blank. We don't want to do that. Create new import file on
there you go.
So
you can do it then.
Yeah. Or you can have your Google Slides, or you can upload your PowerPoint, Word document, PDFs. Just upload those, and it will generate something. Obviously, you are limited. I think you're limited to 10 pages on the free version.
You get 400 credits in the free account. But when you do edits in them, it charges you extra credits in there. Right. But it's enough to play with to decide whether you want to use it or not.
Oh yeah.
So, Andy, do you have the paid for subscription, or do you use it?
No, I've been starting to use my credits. I'm going to use the rest of them on something I've yet to do. But it's 72 quid for the year if you buy annual, so you get a couple of quid off a month, so it's not bad.
Yeah. Sounds very reasonable, actually.
If you do a lot of presentations and things, as I've done. I was doing something about stoicism for a spiritual business, and they did a pretty good job, so with the words and things. So it's stuck in a few ancient Greeks in there and things. So I thought it was good. Right, let's go to my next one, which is Chatbase. And I think Steffi can add to this, because I haven't got the paid for one. I am using something else, but if I'm looking at it from the point of view of someone who's a small business and they've only got one website, I think it's quite good. I've created the Donald Trump version. It's called Ask the Don. I generated this image on Dali and Donald Trump. I'm here to help. Let me tell you, nobody helps better than me. What can I do for you today? Believe me, it's going to be
Brilliant.
great. He's and he does answer in the style of Donald Trump. So
How can I stop you becoming president?
yeah. Well, it's sort of limited to you can absolutely he uses a turn of phrase that's a bit like this. We're making connections happen. Fantastic, right? Just let me know how I can help, So and the way I've done that is in the settings, in the AI bit, you've got the instructions here. What's this? What its primary function is. Some of these are written for. I believe these are written for you, aren't they, Steffi? They're already there.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's already
the
there.
main stuff there.
If you look at the over on the right where it says custom prompt,
Yeah,
that's what you've changed, and because you changed on the standard prompts. But if you click down, then you'll see there's like loads of different.
Oh right, yeah, that's
rule
right.
sets for it.
Custom service, yeah. And I put in a custom prompt. I said, always be witty but not rude and respond in the style of Donald Trump. And that's all I've said. That's just that one line has created him, and then you can create your avatar, and then away you go. Well, what I haven't got, and Steph, do you want to explain about the other stuff, the having your diary in there as well, can't you?
Oh yeah, there's integrations in there. So I mean, it is a bloody good chatbot. I've got two of them now. I've got Amy front end and I've got Amy back end. So Amy support and Amy sales. Amy sales, I've plugged in my website homepage, so it's got loads of information, but I've also given her all the stuff Amy support has. Amy support, I built a custom database of questions and answers and just went through the whole thing. One thing I do like is on the activity, it sends you an email every day and says these are the questions that have been asked. And if they're incorrect, you get to update them. And so next time it's asked a similar or same question, it will answer it in a different way. So even though I've got my Q&A sets and I've got hundreds of them, I've got 250,000 characters in there over about 200 questions and answers, you still have the opportunity to tweak it in here, which is quite cool. The other good thing I like is in the actions, I've connected it to Calendly. So, it will actually, when somebody says, how do I, can I book a video support call? It will actually, because I plugged in video support call from Calendly into it, it actually says, I've got some dates on Tuesday, Wednesday next week. When would you like? And it's all about 3 o'clock. They go, well, I can't do that. I can do 3:30. So it actually negotiates a booking time, then sends you off to the page. You just fill out your details. And there's lots of other things. There's like lead gen form in there. It's not very good. There's only name, telephone number, and email address at the moment.
Yeah, it's got 3 fields. Yeah.
Integrates with Slack and various other places. If you click on actions, David,
I don't think it's going to allow me because I haven't got that.
No, you haven't got a subscription. Yeah, so you just activate whichever one you want. And away you go, which is quite.
You can almost see the symbols there. In the background, there's Calendly down there and other things. So it's
interesting thing is when I was developing my chatbot interface, the Q&A set one, I thought, wouldn't it be really cool if I built a chatbot of Steffi and I put all my memories in it, literally everything I could remember from day zero, from the moment I was born forward. It'd be a really interesting project. Literally, that's it. Chat with Steffi or something about Steffi. So. But yeah, you can bring files in, text, website links, and you can type in your own Q&As. I've never used Notion, so I don't know what that is, but
no.
There's lots of ways you get data in.
Are you? Is your limit higher on? Like I'm limited to 400,000 characters.
Yeah, 11 million.
11 million. Okay, that's quite a lot. So I mean, there's because I've imported all the URLs from my website, and that came to 28,411. I couldn't import the blogs because that would have sent me over the limit.
Really set it over the limit.
Yeah. But I could do that. So yeah. So I think for a small as as long as you're capable of dropping a bit of code into your website, you know, into the header or the footer or wherever, you can quite. I think a person of reasonable intelligence can easily set up their own chatbot. Really,
It's bloody good. I like Chatbase. It's
yeah,
what I'd recommend for everybody.
yeah,
Obviously, I did have a go at creating my own, which I thought was really good. But
yeah. It was. It had really good potential, but obviously it would have
yeah,
taken you a lot of time to. It would have diverted you from your
yeah, and you know, it wouldn't format URLs properly. It
Mm,
exposed my API key. You know, there were big no-nos for me.
yeah, yeah.
So I just stopped. I use this instead.
I've
And
been
it's
using my chatbots.ai, which is but it's kind of it's a bit more. It's not in the top 10 because it's one, you have to pay sort of 99 sort of dollars for it, and two, it's, although that's a lifetime deal, but it's kind of a hasn't got the same resources this one's got.
What's the cost on this one?
about
I'm using the free
$12 a
version.
month.
How much?
I think it's $19 a month, so it comes in about 14.50 or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
but you're still on the free one. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm on the free
one.
one. Steffi isn't. Steffi's got the.
I needed two. I needed one for my front end, one for my back end.
Yeah, yeah. In theory, you know, you could. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You've got $19 a month. You know, 5 chatbots for 99. Yeah, but you can top up credits though, can't you? So, in
So I've
theory,
got my auto recharge on, and I told it to just, you know, update it by $10 every time it runs below 1,000 tokens, I think.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you can live with the free version, if you've got a low usage type, you would probably never have to top up. You could add
Yeah,
$9 worth of credits and get 1,000.
that's what I did when I was using the free
Excellent.
version. I just had the
Mm,
auto top up switched on, so I didn't
yeah,
pay for it, but I had the auto top up switched on.
yeah, yeah. And that's monthly and yearly.
Mm.
Yeah. So
So,
you get a couple of months for free.
Steffi, you're obviously utilizing two of the chatbots on your site. David, are you utilizing the free one on anything that you're running, or?
Yeah, I've just utilized the free one on. Well, I've done it on davidharris.uk. It started off as a bit of a joke, but I've left it on there. I might change his personality and change his things, but I think for a lot of clients, maybe you see you've got the option of setting up a new account for each one, and then having a free. If people have got a low usage sites, you could set up a free account for each individual client using their email address, I guess, or using an email address. Depends on your relationship with your client and how you want to go forwards with it. If you want to charge them for the chatbot, obviously you need to be in control of it and you have to think about that. But if they're looking after their own stuff, then you can just set up an account for them.
The bit of small print there. Chatbots get deleted on the free level. They get deleted after 14 days of inactivity.
Yeah.
Does that mean your inactivity not logging in or inactivity using the actual bots on site?
Oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, perhaps I would imagine it's logging in, wouldn't it? I don't know.
You would think, yeah, that's the way I took it.
It's anybody using it. So, you know, if you have it set up on your website, nobody goes to your website for 14 days.
Yeah.
I'll just delete it.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Because if somebody just goes to your website, that's going to trigger the code, isn't it? So
it'll trigger the code, but you're not interacting with it. So
no. So is that not activity? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have to actually open it and then start typing and asking it questions.
Yeah.
So you need another AI to do that, to trigger it every 13 days.
Yeah. Or just put something in your calendar to say.
Oh, you can do that. And
interact with it.
Type something into your chatbot because no fucker's been to your. Excuse my French. No one's been to your website.
we could set up a rotation system, couldn't we? So we all go to whatever website needs doing within the 14 days. That's quite a good idea.
And ask stupid questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Right, okay, let's crack on. Otherwise, we're going to do there. The other one is I've already logged in. This is WP Zip, Zip WP. Sorry, it's app zipwp.com, or you can just go to zipwp.com, and it's a great way. I've seen about a dozen web page builders, and this is the first one I went to, and it is the best. It's still the best as far as I'm concerned. One, I'm a WordPress guy. Two, the website is portable, so you can move it anywhere, and that's the bonus with it. If you use the Astra theme, you set up a new website, WordPress website with Astra. Astra has got this already programmed in, so you just go from there, and it'll just create the website for you. So all I've done here, I've just registered an email address, come into it. You can create 2 websites for free. Otherwise, it costs you $80 a website, but then you can just, don't know if it's ethical or not, you can just register with another email address and create another 2 websites. So it's or when you create a new website with Astra, you can just use a different email address. So if I was to say ABC, let's just see how quick it is. ABC removals is for local removal company, and the van. I'm saying this because this is a real company I'm going to be doing there. Man and van for hire, removals for small properties and offices. I'm just going to say that. So I'm going to say improve it. Okay, I'm just going to accept it, whatever it is. So because we
ain't got
we're going to go. Okay, so that's adding more details. Established in 2015. It's hallucinating there, but let's just go with that because I want to see the I'll leave out the social media, but you can put in your social media as well. Man in a van doesn't seem to be okay. Let's use that one. Let's use that one. That one's a good one because of the man in the van. Don't know why we're cleaning toilets. I have got images I can upload myself, so let's just, and you can go on through. So I just pick some generic images, and then you choose your design. So I'll wait a few seconds. There are literally hundreds of these, but I'm going to pick that one because I like the look of that one. It's call to action. I like the color green. You've chosen a premium design. Okay. Back to other designs. Oh, I see, because it says premium there. Right. So I can't use the premium design if I'm not. I could change this afterwards, though. That's a premium design. I see. So anything that looks really great is premium design.
Natch.
So let's go then, and I'm not going to choose any options. I'm just going to see how quickly it builds the website. So again, we've used this before, but it's adding the final touches. So
once you've done it, David, can you just download it with the images, or what do you?
Yeah, you can just download the whole thing. You can it gives you a plugin to move it across to a WordPress site. The site will expire in 24 hours, but you can get into the back end. You can use your own. I could just install. I could just install a backup program because it allows you've got full access to the the back ends.
Yeah.
So if I, for instance, I could manually back it up. There is a plugin to do it, but I could just, the one I use is all in one backup, is migration and backup. So
I used to use that.
and then we can just, because I've got the premium version of that, so you can just then export that. Just export the site, and then
that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, to give you all that, all the images, all the design, all the theme, I suppose it comes with it. I guess it wouldn't be updated like if you paid for a theme or something. But
I don't. The theme is Astra, so it's free. It's a free theme. Right. So then you can just download that. That's it. It's all done now. I've downloaded that. I can upload that to any WordPress site now. So
fantastic.
I did notice when I was doing one, when I moved it across to hosting, for someone who's not familiar with Astra and stuff like that, there's a few curveballs come in when you're trying to do certain things. They want you to upgrade to certain things and stuff like that. But,
okay.
But I think if you know what you're doing, you're probably all right.
Yeah, because you could probably get this to look at sites. So it's, it gives you, within like a couple of minutes, you get yourself a website of some sort, and obviously you can replace, you do have to know a little bit of WordPress. You got to replace that logo. You have to be able to comfortable with doing the customizations and things to change the logo over. Clicking it, it's just the standard. There's no fancy plugins. It just uses the normal block editor. So you can just click in the block and update. It's all part of WordPress, so you don't need to do anything. So,
I can't actually read the text underneath the text boxes like man and van. Is it? It's not. Is it Latin script? As it used to be.
It just says our man and van services are designed for small properties and offices with a focus on efficiency, ensure your belongings are transported safely and promptly. Again, you can just change. Change the style. You can change the color. You can change everything just like a normal WordPress site. Which a lot of these generating ones, you're forced to use their platform because it's there, whereas
like Wix, isn't it? I think, not Wix,
there's a few of them around, and they're not, and I've not seen any others that just straightforwardly use WordPress like this. So
it's incredibly impressive.
I think it is. I'm going to stop the share now because I'm going to ask Steffi to do.
Oh, what am I doing?
SBlogit.
SBlogit.
SBlogit has to be in the top 10 as well.
Of course, it does. Yeah.
Or just both, really, because I've put in both as the same. I put SBlogit / YourPCM.
All right, I'll do the SBlogity bits of YourPCM then.
SBlogity.
So this is a way of generating blogs and.
So okay, so SBlogit is can you turn on
share? Sorry, yeah.
There we go. And there we go. Let me hit that and hit that. Okay. You don't want to be looking at that. That's all the boring dashboard stuff behind the scenes. So originally, when I discovered I could create the AI business card scanner in 2023, I then went on the journey to create YourAI, which I think some of you have used, which let me create blog posts and, you know, from text and URLs, as well as social media and images. I then went into SBlogit, which became more of a, it can be YourAI, but it can also be a proper blogging platform as well. And it did a lot more around blogs. I actually use it myself for SteffiLewis.com and a couple of other sites as well. But I tend to use this. This is the updated version for use in YourPCM. So you'll see if I go into my database, give it a moment. There you go. So there's the design for it. But I've made sure there's a consistent design language across all of my systems here. You know, all the different modules, they'll use the same design language. There are bits and pieces of AI all the way through YourPCM. Some of it's hidden, some of it's a bit more obvious. Things like in Discovery, when it sucks in a contact from Google, it makes a decision on whether it's like a mobile number or a landline number. And you might think, well, actually, that's really easy because it's 07, you know, in the UK. But remember, this is designed for around the world. So what are mobile numbers in Australia? You know, that sort of thing. And my system works all that out for you. So there's lots of subtle AI in there. But this is basically what was YourAI that became SBlogit and has now moved back into YourPCM as an AI tool. And it's been updated to use ChatGPT 4.0. And I have to say, because all of these blog posts that I've created, I haven't created them for me, I've created them for my legacy blogging clients, and they are super accurate. So the old versions of ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo, sometimes the numbers were off, they weren't quite right. This is a lot better. So if I was to plug in an article, so this is one I created for Roger, who's my accountant. And what I do is I give it this information. So, you know, write about Christmas bribery acts. Here's the URL. I could put a role in there, you know, as an accountant, put key phrases in, and then I've got things like point of view, country spelling, that sort of thing. This has been changed now because I'm using 4.0. I can actually take it up to 12,000 characters. So I can give it a lot more input now as well, and get a much bigger blog post back. And then we've got Myers-Briggs built in as well. Basically, just go over to 16 personalities and it'll tell you what your Myers-Briggs in. I may well add, for a bit of fun, in the style of, you know, so you could put it in the style of Donald Trump or in the style of Douglas Adams, that sort of thing. It'd be interesting to see. I might add that because it's not a big thing to do. And then you just tell it to generate. So as soon as you've added something, you hit the create button, recreate in this case, and it goes off and it just creates it for you. You know, those fonts are a little bit small for Jane's eyes, so I'm sure just make it a bit bigger. No, it's all right, don't worry. It's easy enough to make it a bit bigger so you can see it. Can you see it now?
I can.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
When it comes back, it's always in American English, which is a a bit of a pain. But I've got what I call my fettle button, which Jane should know what fettle means because it is a northern term. Basically, it fiddle with it, you know, so you hit fettle and it turns into British English. But it also gets rid of common AI phrases like in conclusion on the last paragraph. It gets rid of that for you. You know, so there's lots of little bit, you know, in today's busy business world or into Jane's ever changing this, that, and the other. So it tries to sort all that out for you. Once we've done this, I normally squirt it over to my legacy blogging client and start creating a blog post for my clients. But we can also create images in there as well. I mean, this one is about bribery. So I was playing around with, you know, dodgy looking businessmen with envelopes full of money, that sort of thing. And then I thought, oh, on a Christmas theme, I went with that one eventually because that one looked a bit too Eastern European. That one didn't look real. That one, he looked like he was about to fall over in the gutter drunk. So I basically just went for that one, and that's the one I used on the blog post. I can also, if I wanted to, generate links to extra pages, and this is quite useful. Creating links out from your blog posts gives you a bit more SEO authority. So all you have to do is find, in fact, I'll do that now. I'll click find links. It tells you it's going to go off and have a look at it, and then it will actually just come back. And if some of it's competitors, so like Courts Accountants, we don't want that one. We just delete it. The thing is, you're copying this stuff out anyway and using it elsewhere, so it doesn't really matter. And then also we've got the audio version. On my legacy platform, I don't do audios, and this is short enough. So using the audio on ChatGPT, it has to be less than 4,000 characters. They're the different voices. Obviously, I use Shimmer because that's a girl's voice, and you just hit get audio and away we go. And then you could, if you wanted to, embed it directly into your website. Okay, so you could just leave it there, copy that code and drop it into your blog post. And it would actually make the player live. So you get, it looks like that, and it would have whatever it generates in there playing in your blog post, which is really useful. SBlogit's much more complex than that, but also SBlogit uses ChatGPT 3.5, whereas this one uses ChatGPT 4.
As businesses gear up for the Christmas season, the tradition of gifting clients can often lead to a delicate balancing act.
And I love the way they talk. In fact, I like it so much, and ChatGPT like it so much that they've actually said it's sometimes very hard to discern whether that's an AI voice, and you should label it as so. You know, so I always do tell people you just need to make sure that it is, you know, people are aware of it. Social media, very, very easy. Just plug in, just plug in your URL and it'll just create loads of social media shares, tweets, Facebook, Twitter, and then obviously the image generator. So I've been playing around with winter countryside. Think how pretty that is, you know. You just type in what you want and it creates it for you. The other good thing is, because you're on a subscription with YourPCM, all the AI here, all this is free. So you don't have to pay any tokens. So on YourAI.uk and SBlogit.uk or SBlogit.com, you've got to pay per token. So every time you create something, it takes it off the token total. Anybody who's paying me on my Networker, Explorer or Marketer plan, get it for free. So you can have at it and create as many images as you want, which is quite cool, until you find the perfect image, which I think I like that one. Look at that, how pretty. So really, I'm just going to shut up about it now. Took me a year to write this, and I'm still debugging it. There's still the occasional bug that somebody reports. You go, oh yeah, okay. But they are few and far between now, which is really good. So I'm quite pleased about that. Anyway, here endeth the lesson. I'm very, very proud of what I've done, and I will be promoting, you know, the hiney off it in the next year, because I need to make it go big now.
Yeah, it's awesome. And there's I'll definitely be promoting that. And it's 4.0 is I've noticed the 4.0 is giving a better output than the 3.5.
A lot more accurate.
Yeah.
If I suck in all the stuff from a web page, it remembers all the facts. So whereas with 3.5, I had to go through and check it, and it would sometimes hallucinate a little bit and get them wrong. 4.0 mini, which is what I'm using because it's cheap, is very, very accurate.
Yeah.
A lot more confident in the figures. And I have to be, because he's an accountant, and if I'm writing blog posts for him, I'm going to make sure it's right. Yeah.
You don't have a load of garbage in there, do you? No. So good. So I'm gonna quickly run through the others. I'm not necessarily going to demo them because we're going to be.
Well, thanks for including me in your top 10. That's
no, it's good. I mean, SBlogit, I've used a lot of times actually.
Well,
get back into
YourPCM as well is a good tool, and I need to use it more. And perhaps I need to go back to generating leads as well, because goes to Google and drops in leads from Google into your PCM, like all formatted out and everything. And it's so I'm thinking I should be.
That's my plan for 2025 is to start bigging that up, because
Yeah.
no other CRM have got it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you see. So the fact that I wrote it and built it in, I need to start, so I talk about easy contact management for small business owners, but you may have noticed I'm also saying, oh, and it's also about really easy B2B prospecting for small business owners as well. So I'm starting to include that now and talk about, we all need to find leads.
That's right.
And
that's right.
How do we do that? Well,
And it's and the fact that we can earn money as an affiliate that I'd forgotten about.
Money as an affiliate, yeah.
That is even more of an incentive. I would have shared it anyway, if anybody was interested, but it's not, it's like, but it's the fact that I should, I will definitely be promoting that as well, because I think it's an awesome tool. I'd be happy and proud to promote it. So that's good. Right. Quickly going to go through. The other one was Remaker.ai, which we alluded to earlier. It's got lots of tools. It's got lots and lots of things. There's all these things here. It's got lots and lots of things that it can do. Avatar generator, have a look at it. Remaker.ai. The thing that we played around with before was the face swap. So you can
and I freaked myself out with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Steffi got herself as a younger
a younger Steffi,
a young lady,
oh my god.
And at a time it was in the dim and distant past, and then, oh my god, that looks like me. And then so you can you upload your original image, then you can swap the face. You can swap the face around into your new image. So you can swap the face. I always get it backwards to start with. This is your face on the right, and this is your original image on the left, and it will replace whatever the face is on this image with this one here. So you get free credits every day if you log in. You get 5 free credits a day. Gives you some free credits to start with. So you can buy credits, or you can live on 5 credits a day. Depends on what you like. Right, it's 11 o'clock. So the other one was po.com. I think it's hugely improved. You can access lots and lots of different features, lots of different AI models. There are so many of them. It's improving all the time. I would say I'm not subscribed to ChatGPT or Claude at the moment. I would seriously consider Po. Next one is Perplexity, replacement for Google, essentially. Great for fact checking. As we were just talking about, ChatGPT is getting much better because it can access live data and things. But it's a Perplexity is I use it instead of Google search engine.
Me too.
So there's a lot there, and of course ChatGPT. So that's I've not Claude out, because if you got the paid for version of Claude, it gives you hardly any tokens. It gives you hardly any output before you run out. And if you're doing a little project, even a small project, you can just run out within like 5 minutes, and it says come back in 3 hours. And I found that a bit irritating. What it does is great, but it just takes too long. ChatGPT a little bit more generous with their tokens, and again you can run out, but there's lots of GPTs and lots of other things. So I still think it's
one thing to point out. What I put in the other day, because it's got search on there now, and I actually said using www.yourpcm.uk as reference, create me, X phrases about sales and marketing, and it did. It just goes off to the website and takes the text, goes all right, which is quite cool. So
so is it a ChatGPT you're talking about now, Stefan?
Direct ChatGPT, and it's now got a voice interface as well, so you can have a proper chat.
Yeah, that's better. You
on
can, I think Pi you can as well, but I don't know. So do you both subscribe to ChatGPT?
Well, I don't. I use the API in the background. So all the stuff that's built into your PCM uses the API.
Yeah.
I'm going to, because they've got a Windows app now that will sit in the taskbar tray. I think it triggers on a shortcut as well. But you can only use it if you've got a subscription. So I want to put it on both my machines. So eventually I will. That's one of the things I'll do in the new year, is sign up to that. It's just really useful, especially if you've got voice interface now. It's really good. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna press. Although I know the end was a bit rushed. I knew it was going to be hard to get that